Hi, my name is Eliza Hatch. I'm a photographer and activist and founder of the Faux journalism series and feminist platform Cheer Up Luv, and I'm also one half of Hysterical Collective.
Hello, my name is Bee, and I'm an illustrator, curator, and interdisciplinary creative. I'm also one of the co-founders of Hysterical Collective.
So Hysterical is a collective and a yearly group exhibition and series of events raising money for feminist and LGBTQ+ charities each year in Women's History Month. We wanted to create these spaces and events that we weren't seeing enough of in the art world and embark on a passion project to curate exhibitions celebrating subversive and activist art made by women and people of marginalised genders. We also wanted to reclaim the word hysterical, a word that's often been used and weaponised against women, and to champion the artwork that gender diverse and women creators make to speak about the issues that they care about.
Eliza and I met back in October 2021 at a creative pop-up event. I'd been a huge fan of her work for years and we'd been following each other on Instagram for ages, but I'd never met her in real life and I actually didn't recognise her when she came up to me and was like, "Bee, hello, oh my gosh, it's so nice to finally meet you." But we ended up getting chatting and just completely clicked.
So the thing that I admire most about Bee is just their resilience to keep going, like whatever the weather, whatever the coming storm, they just have this incredible ability to just power through no matter what life throws at them. And yeah, it's really quite amazing.
Her work ethic, I have never met anybody who works as hard as Eliza. It's kind of terrifying, but I think also her ability to deal with, so much really heavy stuff day in, day out, because so much of her work centres around violence against women and people of marginalised genders, and it's a lot for anybody to kind of process. But her ability to absorb all of that all day, every day, and then use it as a force for good and to help make the world a better place, I think is just like magic.
So 3 words that I would use to describe myself are optimistic, kind, and creative.
3 words is not enough, but I think compassionate, flamboyant, and resilient. I suppose what motivates me to create is that I can't imagine a life where I'm not being creative in some way. Most of my practice revolves around my own experiences with mental illness, as well as figuring out my kind of place in the world and navigating my queer identity. I like to try to always be the kind of person that I would have needed when I was much younger and really struggling.
So initially quite a lot of my work was motivated by rage, and that in particular being my photo series Cheer Up Luv, or being told that I couldn't do something or that something wasn't a problem when it was, a kind of direct lived experience of mine or a lived experience of that of my friends. It's that rage, it's that wanting to prove someone wrong that really kind of motivates me to do it sometimes. I grew up in London, so London was where I was born, it's my hometown. It's somewhere where I've always had this love-hate relationship with, absolutely love it, and sometimes I think, there's nowhere else I'd want to live in the world. Then at other times I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Why do I still live here?
I moved down immediately after finishing my degree in Edinburgh, and initially I found it incredibly intimidating and daunting being in such a big city. It's so much healthier and so much more fun to focus on collaboration and community and making friends. I think being constantly surrounded by so much talent and creativity and incredibly inspiring people has had such a profound impact on not only me as a person, but also my creative practice as a whole. My favourite thing about the Dyás is the fact that it combines so many of my favourite things. I feel like having a brand that is wearable art allows so many people to engage with artworks in a way that they would probably not have otherwise. And having clothes that are literally art is another really inventive way to do that.
Your pieces are really beautiful, it's incredibly unique. It's also really empowering as well, and I personally love seeing those kind of collaborations and to see those collaborations celebrated.